Good evening and thank you for joining us on the news around. Today held high-level talks with United Kingdom Prime Minister Keir Starmer in London as both countries moved to strengthen bilateral relations and deepen economic cooperation. According to a statement by the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, the engagement is expected to result in the signing of several Memorandum of Understanding MOUs covering trade, investment, defense, and cultural partnerships. A key highlight of the visit is a £746 million financing agreement involving UK Export Finance, the Nigerian Port Authority, and the Federal Ministry of Finance. The deal, the statement added, will support the rehabilitation of two major maritime facilities in Lagos Port Complex and the Tinkan Island Port Complex as part of efforts to modernize Nigeria's transport and trade infrastructure. The presidency noted that the discussions underscore Nigeria's commitment to strengthening ties with the UK, attracting foreign investments and promoting infrastructure-driven economic growth. It has been 37 years since a Nigerian leader was last accorded full state honors in the United Kingdom when Ibrahim Babangida was hosted by Queen Elizabeth II in 1989. That long diplomatic gap has now been broken with President Bola Tinubu's landmark state visit to the United Kingdom, signaling a renewed chapter in relations between Abuja and London. Staff reporter Bimisola Adibayo reports that the visit underscores the growing importance of Nigerian-UK ties in today's global landscape.
The two-day visit, which began on March 18, 2026, marks the first formal state visit by a Nigerian president to the UK in nearly 4 decades. The visit featured a series of high-level engagements, including a ceremonial welcome, carriage procession, and a state banquet attended by top government officials from both countries. President Tinubu, accompanied by First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, also held private meetings with the British monarch and is expected to engage with Prime Minister Keir Starmer to strengthen bilateral cooperation. Speaking on the development, the Dean, Faculty of Arts at the University of Ibadan, Professor Rashid Laniyi, described the visit as long overdue, noting that despite Nigeria's independence, both nations still share strong historical and economic ties. He emphasized the need for deeper collaboration in trade, investment, and commerce, especially as both countries continue to expand their economic and cultural relations.
Whatever Nigeria is today, we need to acknowledge that political ties to Britain. So the visit is very symbolic, very, very historic. So it's a kind of rekindling that historical ties between Nigeria and our former colonial master, Britain. Since 1999, our presidents have been advocating for foreign direct investment. It is expected that this visit will yield more dividends in terms of foreign direct investment for Nigeria. And also, the aspect of diaspora engagement is very important. Many Nigerians in the diaspora will be willing, to invest in their country of origin, that is Nigeria. At least when they listen to the president talking and they have that confidence that Nigeria has a very favorable investment climate for them to participate.
Professor Lani also noted that the visit represents a major diplomatic milestone, stressing the importance of stronger cooperation in security, particularly in addressing terrorism and regional instability.
The president should emphasize on counter-terrorism measures, most especially seeking international partnership to ensure that we eradicate these terrorists and bandits that are ravaging our urban areas as well as rural areas. So this is very important. That is number one. The second one is to ensure that Nigerians in Britain are well respected in terms of their skills and professions.
As President Tinubu continues his engagements in the United Kingdom, expectations remain high that the visit would deliver tangible benefits for Nigeria in trade, investment, security, and international cooperation. Bimsola Adebayo, BCOS News.
We take our first break. I'll be right back.
Milo 3-in-1 Milky and Creamy is truly milky and contains calcium. So, no need to add milk for that rich, creamy cup, which helps to nourish your kids.
Alright everyone, no put your ears, make we talk. Time don't reach to rearrange this house to give una small wisdom. Shots might be fresh now, but you know, I beg no be so. Before una go talk, say our smell no reach. Make una think I'm twice so. Ever heard of Colgate, the number one oral care brand in the world?
Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection unlocks 24 hours cavity defense. The formula boost with calcium for lifelong smiles.
Mom, it's a time to brush. No more cover mouth.
Colgate for 24 hours maximum cavity protection.
Win your share of 3 billion naira with Nivea. 1,000 naira airtime guaranteed with every entry. Become one of 10 millionaires weekly. Or win a chance to see Real Madrid live. 3 SUVs to be won. Buy any Nivea 400ml promo product, scratch and dial to enter.
The holy month of Ramadan is here again. A month to submit to the will of Allah. A month to share. A month to care. And most importantly, a month of goodness. Start well and end well with the goodness of peak milk at Sahar and Iftar, and share the nourishing goodness of peak milk with everyone around you. Ramadan Kareem.
Peak. Reach for your peak.
Glad to know you're still there. The Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Disu, has called on the Nigerian Police Trust Fund to channel more welfare interventions towards junior ranked officers, stressing their critical role in frontline policing. A statement today by the force spokesman, DCP Anthony Placide, said Disu made the call while receiving the Executive Secretary of the NPTF, Alhaji Mohammed Shaidu, alongside members of the fund's Board of Directors during a courtesy visit at the force headquarters in Abuja. The visit provided an avenue for strategic discussions aimed at strengthening collaboration between the Nigerian Police Force and the Trust Fund, particularly in advancing ongoing reforms and improving operational effectiveness. The IG specifically called on the NPTF to direct targeted welfare programs at junior ranked officers, emphasizing that those at the lower cadre carry the heaviest operational burdens and deserve structured, consistent support. Concerns are raising over the resurgence of suicide bombings in parts of the country, particularly following the recent attack at the Gambori Market Mosque in Maiduguri. Speaking on BCOS Current Affairs program, Kutuai, stakeholders say the development signals a shift in tactics by insurgents and calls for urgent re-strategizing by the military and other security apparatus. Our reporter, Folashade Akintola, who monitored the program, has the details.
Following the suicide attacks in Maiduguri, President Bola Tinubu directed security chiefs to relocate to Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, to take charge of these situations. The president also ordered an immediate intensification of security operations in the state to curb further attacks. Observers say the combination of military actions, intelligence gathering, and public operations remains key to addressing the evolving security threats. A social commentator, Comrade Wole Oladele, says the returns of suicide bombing suggested that insurgents are under pressures and may be reverting to earlier tactics.
The type of war this time around is not a normal conventional war. It is, and as I said on there, those who are ready to die are very difficult to fight. You don't fight someone who has made up his mind to die, because to him or her, life is nothing. So I think there should be change in orientation, because the indigenes, the residents of those places, are the one pushing their children to these boys.
He stressed the need for community vigilance and real attentions, noting that local communities must play a role in addressing these challenges, hence the need for proper community policing.
Gathering at this time, they should be cautious in anything called gathering. Their God will not be annoyed because of the situation on ground. As anything that will bring peace should be encouraged.
Meanwhile, a security analyst, Barrister Toby Fatoke, described the development as alarming, noting that it reflects a shift from recent patterns of attacks.
But it's been long that this pattern, this trend has taken place. I think the government is trying. If you look at the smell of the Minister of Defense, appreciating the government for putting much more funds to curb security, that shows the government is trying, and I think that message is getting to the insurgents, the terrorists, the attackers, the malooters. They are getting they are feeling the heat.
He emphasized that tackling insecurity requires collective efforts beyond military operations.
That fight should be much more intensified. We should call it spade a spade. So fighting security is not only about ammunition, it's not only about aircraft and the likes. You have to empower telecommunication industries. We are in a digital age. Some jingles in that line that condemns, that criminalizes insurgencies, terrorism, and other crimes. So when it goes viral, a child knows that. Even if a parent wants to ensure that a child joins because of financial gain, I've listened to this is what they are saying on radio, this is what they are saying on TV, this is what they are saying in our local community, this is what they are singing.
Experts maintain that sustained collaboration between governments, communities, and relevant institutions is essential to restoring lasting peace. Folashade Akintola, BCOS News.
The Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has extended warm greetings to Muslim faithful in Oyo State and across Nigeria as the 2026 Ramadan season comes to an end. The governor's message was contained in a release signed by the Special Advisor Media to Oyo State Governor Dr. Sulaiman Olanrewaju. Governor Makinde commended Muslims for their sacrifice, perseverance, and dedication throughout the 30-day fasting period, describing the holy month as one that reflects deep spiritual commitment and discipline. He urged the faithful to use the occasion of Eid al-Fitr to seek divine guidance and offer prayers for the leadership and continued progress of Oyo State and Nigeria. He also advised residents to remain vigilant during the festive period, calling on them to be security conscious, stay alert to their surroundings, and promptly report any suspicious movement or activities to relevant security agencies. The governor emphasized the need for collective responsibility in maintaining peace and safety during the celebrations. Meanwhile, in a bid to facilitate the oversight functions of the Oyo State Electricity Regulatory Commission and accelerate the opening of the state's electricity markets, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has appointed the Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources, Professor Dawood Shangodoyin, as the acting chairman of the commission. The governor also appointed Mr. Anyoniyi Taiwo as acting secretary, Engineer Solomon Oyekunle, Acting Technical Member, Honorable Abiodun Adedoja, Acting Strategy Member, and Mrs. Omolara Omoremi, Acting Legal Member. A statement by the acting chairman indicated that the appointments are significant in the operationalization of the Oyo State Electricity Regulatory Commission, as according to him, the step marks a major step in the implementation of the Electricity Act 2023 and the Oyo State Electricity Regulatory Commission Law 2024, which empowers Oyo State to regulate its intra-state electricity markets under Nigeria's evolving dual-tier regulatory framework, stating that the appointments in acting capacity were aimed at driving the institutional takeoff of the Commission and establishing foundational regulatory systems, licensing framework, compliance mechanisms, tariff oversight methodologies, consumer protection architecture, and internal governance structures. Shangudoyin said that the governor would make substantive appointments upon the formal passage of the Oyo State Electricity Market Bill into law. Explaining the oversight functions of the Commission, Shangudoyin stated that the Commission will focus on the licensing of generation, distribution, embedded generation, capacity power, captive power, and mini-grid projects within Oyo State, tariff regulation and service band oversight to prevent arbitrary upgrades, consumer complaint resolution, and protection mechanisms, monitoring, compliance, and enforcement of service standards, promotion of embedded generation and local electricity market development, and enforcement of technical and safety standards. The Commissioner of Police in Oyo State, Femi Aruna, has felicitated with Muslim faithful on the successful completion of Ramadan and the celebration of Eid al-Fitr. In a statement, the police commissioner commended Muslims for their devotion, prayers, and sacrifices during the holy month, urging them to sustain the virtues of peace, tolerance, and unity beyond the festive period. It disclosed that the command has put in place comprehensive security measures to ensure a peaceful celebration across the state. The measures include the strategic deployment of personnel, intelligence, and operational assets to critical locations such as Eid prayer grounds, recreational centers, major highways, and other public places. The Commissioner also ordered intensified patrols and increased visibility policing to deter criminal activities during the celebration. Ramadan ends today, and markets across Ibadan are witnessing last-minute preparations for Eid al-Fitr. However, despite the usual festive expectation, many markets appear scanty, the traders lamenting low patronage. Shoppers say the rising costs of food items, clothing, and gifts has made it difficult to complete their Eid preparations. Our reporter, Oyeshile Oloyede, examined the situation and now reports.
Across major markets in Ibadan, traders display a variety of food items, fabrics, and other essentials for Eid celebration. Yet, contrary to expectations for such a festive period, many sections of the market remain noticeably scanty. Trader says the unusual rush associated with the end of Ramadan is largely absent, as customers turned out has been lower than anticipated. Some sellers, however, insisted that prices of certain commodities have remained relatively stable, suggesting that other economic pressure may be influencing buyer spending habits.
Gbogbo títí lọ̀dá téèyàn mọ̀ wípé ọdún kankan tiẹ̀ wà. Agbọ́jà kalẹ̀, wọ́n ń wò ní. Ó wálẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò rajà, kò sówó lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Èrò ọwọ́ ọjà wa rẹ̀ nìkankan, mo rówó mú ọjà mo ra kankan o. Nǹkan àgbẹ̀ wálẹ̀ sí mo wá rówó fi rà á.
Ó ní o, bó ṣe fúùlù rèé o.
ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́fà ní tìmọ́tò rodo ẹgbẹ̀rún márùn-ún àtìta àrèrò kọ́dún tó di ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́ta ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́rin ni.
Kò sí ọjà tọ̀ because by this time ó yẹ kán ti máa push ara wọn. Wọ́n ti máa ní ibí ní ẹ̀dúró báyìí ni kò sí gbogbo nǹkan báyìí ẹ̀. Epo wọn so kò jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn lè jáde. Ọjà dẹ̀ tó ti ń wọ́n. Èmi rò pé nǹkan tó fà á nìyẹn o.
Among shoppers, reactions are mixed. While a few express satisfaction with their purchases, many others says high prices continue to limit what they can afford, forcing them to prioritize basic needs over luxury items. This situation underscores the very experience of households, with some able to cope, while others adjust their spending to meet pressing financial demands.
Àti múra fọdún nǹkan wọn o.
Àtàwọn o. Torí 500 naira náà ń lè kó dájú kéékèèké báyìí lọ.
The lean turnout in the market reflects the broader economic strain as families strive to balance the desire to celebrate with the realities of limited resources. For many, this year Eid is expected to be more modest. Traders remain hopeful that last-minute shopping may improve sales, but current observations point to a subdued market atmosphere marked by cautious spending and reduced patronage.
Àwọn èèyàn sì wọ́n á jáde bọ̀ ó sì kù díẹ̀. Mi ò tí jáde already, wọ́n sì wọ́n á jáde. Bá a ti ń tẹran, a máa ń ta 5,000, 10,000 bá a ti ń ta nìyẹn. Kò wọ́n sí o bá a ti ń ta tẹ́lẹ̀ náà nìyẹn.
Mélòó lè máa gé 5,000?
Wọ́n lè gẹ́ sí bíi 10.
Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gé oní 2,000, mélòó lè máa gé?
Kò lè ju bí wáyà bíi 6 lọ.
Àwọn èèyàn try o, wọ́n ra nǹkan gan o fọ́dún. Kọ́lọ́ máa pèsè fún wọn kó máa ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́. Aláràn 35. Ṣáwá 1,000 náà ní láti ilẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. Ṣáwá ò wọ́n sí. Aláràn yẹn nìkan náà ni ó ṣe díẹ̀.
As Ramadan ends and few hours to Eid Fitr, the market tells a story of resilience amid constraint, with both buyers and sellers navigating a challenging economic landscape. Oyeshile Oloyede, BCOS News.
We now go for our commercial break. I'll be back.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help, even if they get her into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath. Get whiter teeth with a new Pepsodent Natural Charcoal Toothpaste.
With Nivea Dry Deo, you can keep moving forward in life with confidence. Nivea Dry Deo. Derma 72-hour active protection against sweat and odor with 0% alcohol to prevent irritation. Stay dry and fresh all day long. Skin is for moving forward, Nivea is for skin. Your favorite Nivea Deo, now in a smaller pack size.
You're welcome back. In an effort and enhancing livestock productivity in Oyo State, the state government, through the Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Health Press project, has taken vaccination of cattle to parts of Ibadan, the state capital, and Okeogun area of the state. Staff reporter Adebayo Abdurrafi, who was with the vaccination team, reported that the exercise will curb transboundary animal diseases and boost food security. He presents the details.
The Oyo State government had recently received 50,000 doses of contagious bovine pleuropneumonia vaccines, 280,000 doses of Newcastle disease vaccines, and 3,000 doses of foot and mouth disease vaccines. It was part of the federal government's nationwide plan to control major transboundary animal diseases through the Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support (LPRES) project. The initiative is aimed at strengthening animal health services, improving livestock productivity, and enhancing food security across the country. Under the program, Oyo State government, through the supervision of the State Agribusiness Development Agency, OISADA, commenced the statewide vaccination of cattle. At the Akinyele Kra in Akinyele local government, the vaccination team was received with open arms and cooperation as the representative of the traders expressed appreciation to the state government.
It's a good idea because we benefit a lot. Because our cattle, they have a lot of issue disease. But when they bring this vaccination, we see a difference. There's a lot of change that we will see in our cattle. So it's a free of charge.
Ojabo is there, otarai, wallahi, atukwe for long. And why for Coco Maru and when you are any efe, Malu Teosini Bibai.
At Ishayin and Atisbo local government areas, the leadership of cattle breeders and dealers said the vaccination will help promote health of their animals and as well improve their earnings.
Òṣìmọ̀ràn tí mo fẹ́ ní fún gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ni pé kí wọ́n má jẹ́ kí irú àǹfààní yìí kí wọ́n má jẹ́ kó máa pẹ́ fún àwọn onímàálù nítorí pé ohun tí wọ́n ń gbé fún wa yìí a mọ̀ pé fún ìtọ́jú àwa náà ni wọ́n sì fi ń hẹ́pù àwọn dúkìá wa tí à ń sìn náà ni. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gọ́ọ̀nà wa gbogbo nǹkan tí gọ́ọ̀nà yìí ń ṣe fún wa gan nǹkan tí ó dùn mọ́ wa ni.
Yóò ní àlàáfíà fún màálù torí kòkòrò tó mú máa lára màálù àti tí màálù wọn máa ń jẹ níbi tí màálù omi ó sùn torí wọn máa mú màálù kò ní gbádùn àmọ́ tá bá fún abẹ́rẹ́ eléyìí kódà màálù yóò lọ jẹ níbi tí màálù omi ó ti sùn àlàáfíà kò ní ṣe nǹkan kan àlàáfíà ni wọ́n máa ṣe pàtàkì fún un. A ti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba dáadáa.
The vaccination team, led by Dr. Ayo Famakinde, later paid a courtesy call on the Ààrẹ of Ofiki, Ọba Adeoye Oyetunji Oyinlola II, who commended the state government for the intervention on behalf of the traditional rulers in the areas.
Security on empowerment, economy, empowerment. Those people too have a part in the community. And above all, security, peace and security. Because if the community do not show concern that they are present, don't want to any benefit not to the job. Because through this intervention, we are also providing them. Those who do not show up for this intervention are actually not living their passers-by. And they will be afraid to even show up because we have permission to do so. So once in a year, joy.
The second phase of the vaccination is expected to be targeted at sheep and goats, while poultry farmers would benefit from vaccines to control the spread of Newcastle disease. Adebayo Abdurafi, BCOS News.
Dance has continued to serve as a powerful tool for cultural expression, emotional connection, and social interaction across societies. In recent times, experts say beyond entertainment, dance is also gaining recognition as a form of therapy for individuals dealing with stress and emotional challenges. Our reporter, Abimbola Ashawande, examines the cultural and health benefits of dance in today's society, and the report is presented by staff reporter Bimbo Akobi.
From traditional gatherings to modern studios, dance remains an important aspect of cultural identity, used to communicate values, celebrate events, and preserve heritage. A cultural custodian, Oluye Lekan Alabi, explained that dance is deeply rooted in Nigerian culture, serving as a medium for expressing emotions, traditions, and community values. He noted that in traditional settings, every movement reflects inner feelings and connects with rhythms from drummers, making dance both meaningful and symbolic.
Dancing comes from the inner feeling, joyful feeling of a dancer who is now reacting to the beat or rhythm of the drummers and singers. And if there's an appreciative audience, it will boost the dancers' performance. Dancers will naturally have to react to the beats they are hearing. So when you see some live performances, you are going to think that, what is the essence of this? Because music, dances, and performances stem from the inner feeling of contentment, happiness, or observation of festivals.
He, however, expressed concern that modern trends are gradually eroding the depth of traditional dance, calling for increased efforts to promote indigenous music and educate younger generations on preserving cultural heritage. He noted that despite the influence of modernization, traditional dance continues to promote unity and a sense of belonging among people.
Dances, steps, body movement need to be in synergy with the beat. Cool, deep, philosophical, and stimulating. Because it is when you get stimulated that you just find yourself standing up from your chair in public gathering, dancing to good beats.
Beyond its cultural significance, dance is increasingly being recognized for its physical and emotional benefits. A dance instructor, Mr. Dotun Abiodun, described dance as a powerful physical and psychological activity that serves as a form of therapy.
Dance improves the cardiovascular strength of the body. Dance gives more fitness out of the body. It increases the heart rate beats of the body. Dance in essential gives you the aging part of yourself, makes you look younger than your age. Yes, that's what most people don't know. In other way around, dance gives you the perfect body shape of what you really wanted. Just like the way people go to the gym and actually want to have the body shape on other things, whatever their body. Dance carries all the old formula of what you really want. Improve the strength, improve your cardiovascular inner strength, improve your inner minded strength, improve your memory sensory brain, give you the ability to have this notion of you to be able to handle your body in a way you should handle it.
He added that beyond physical benefits, dance supports emotional stability, aids relaxation, and can help individuals cope with stress and depression. According to him, engaging in dance regularly improves mental alertness, body coordination, and contributes to overall well-being.
Every day we dance, we don't know. As you are standing, you are dancing. What she's doing, she's dancing. Dance is a movement, I just said it now, rhythmic movement of body to sound. Now, sound can be a wave. Sound can be a sound that comes out chronologically from the floor. Do you understand? Aerobics is a formulation of you doing some movements, attaching yourself to create exercises, or attaching it with dance. That's what we call dance aerobics.
As awareness continues to grow around mental health and cultural preservation, stakeholders believe that dance will remain a vital tool for promoting well-being, unity, and cultural identity in the society.
The Commissioner for Energy in Oyo State, Professor Daoud Shangodoyin, has described inter-house sports as a powerful tool for shaping well-rounded students, stressing that its benefits go far beyond recreation. He made this known at the colorful 53rd Inter-House Sports Competition of Omolewa Nursery and Primary School. Our reporter, Oyeshile Olupede, reports that the event attracted a large turnout of dignitaries, friends, and well-wishers, creating an atmosphere of excitement and celebration.
The event kicked off in a grand style with a vibrant parade by the 4 compete houses, each displaying colorful costumes, coordinated drills, and infectious enthusiasm that thrilled the audience. In his opening remarks, the chairman of the day, who is the Commissioner for Energy in Oyo State, Professor Shangodoyin, commended the school's founder and the management for sustaining a culture of excellence, noting that inter-house sports remain essential in developing pupils physically while instilling teamwork, discipline, and leadership skills.
Our sport is key to the development of our children, pupils, health-wise, and indeed also it's part of what gives them learning in terms of capacity building, in terms of leadership, in terms of team management.
Earlier, the headmistress of the Citadel of Learning, Eunice Olabode, urged parents to encourage their children's participation in sport, describing it as a pathway to discovering hidden talents and leadership potential. She also advised pupils to strike a healthy balance between academics and sporting activities.
In sport, there are rules and regulations guiding each activity. So by the time a child is cultured in such manner, it will build them to know that in life there is discipline and there are rules and regulations to success.
The competition furthered a wide range of activities, including gymnastics display, relay, ball games, sprint, skipping, and the ever-entertaining stepping into my dad's shoe, drawing in laughter and cheers from spectators. Special events involving invited schools, old students, parents, and staffs further added color and excitement to the day. At the end of the keenly contested event, Blue House emerged overall winner, while Green and Yellow Houses placed second and third respectively, with Red House finishing fourth. The 53rd Inter-House Sports Competition of Omolewa Nursery and Primary School not only showcased young talent, but also reinforced the importance of sport in building confidence, discipline, and team-oriented pupils. Oyeshile Oloyede, BCOS News.
A break, and after the break, we'll go over to our sports desk.
My skin is my identity, my strength. It's unique and deserves care made specially for me. New Nivea Radiant and Beauty Even Glow, enriched with 95% pure vitamin C and pulp extract. For visibly radiant and even-toned skin in just 2 weeks. New Nivea Radiant and Beauty Even Glow, for your shade of beautiful.
When malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system.
Welcome to our new kingdom, guys!
Comel, an effective weapon against malaria. Attacking the parasite army directly to give you express relief and get you back on your feet effectively. Comel on. Malaria gone.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help, even if they get you into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath. Get whiter teeth with the new Pepsodent Natural Charcoal.
Good evening, you're welcome to the sports segment of the evening news. My name is Toby Ajowale.
Super Eagles head coach Eric Shell has named a 23-man squad for upcoming international friendlies against Iran and Jordan. Key inclusions include Captain Wilfred Ndidi, Alex Iwobi and Ademola Lookman, alongside Italy-based goalkeeper Maduka Okoye, defenders like Oluwashimilo Guajayi, midfielders Frank Onyeka, and forwards Moses Simon, Samuel Chukwueze, Akwa Adams, and Paul Onuachu. Notable first-time call-ups go to Scotland-based defender Emmanuel Fernandez, Germany-based Philip Otele, and Belgium's Collins Yeraso. The matches located in Antalya, Turkey, due to regional conflict in the Middle East, are set for Friday, March 27th against Iran and Tuesday, March 31st against Jordan. Victor Osimhen and Stanley Wabali are among notable absentees from the squad. And in domestic football stories, Remo Stars technical advisor Usman Abdallah is bracing for a tough battle against Kwara United this weekend at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne.
Fresh off a home win against Nasarawa United, Abdallah stressed the importance of securing maximum points from the upcoming fixtures against Kwara United and others to strengthen their fight against relegation. He described the Nasarawa and Kwara games as the toughest in their survival push, adding that 6 points from these would motivate the team and lift them clear of the drop zone. And to the continent of Africa, where Senegal's government has called for an independent international investigation into alleged corruption at the Confederation of African Football (CAF) after the body stripped the nation of its African Cup of Nations title and awarded it to Morocco. The controversial decision followed an appeal over Senegal's players briefly walking off the pitch in protest during the July 18 final in Rabat over a late penalty awarded to host Morocco. After returning, coaxed by Captain Sadio Mane, Morocco missed a spot kick and Papa Gueye scored in extra time for a 1-0 Senegal win. CAF's appeal board ruled Senegal forfeited the match, recording it as a 3-0 win for Morocco. Senegal's authorities condemned the move as unjust and plan to pursue appeals, including to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Finally, Sport News tonight.
And that will be all. And it's back to news around the world. My name is Toby Ajwali.
Toby, and now to foreign scene. A drone attack launched from Sudan has killed 17 people in Chad, according to the Chadian government, which has pledged to retaliate against any further strikes as the civil war in the neighboring nation ranges on. Foreign Desk Editor Folashade Akintola compared details and other stories as presented by staff reporter Bimbo Akobi.
A spokesman for the Chadian government announced the death toll on Thursday from the attack on the border town of Tain, which had been targeted despite various firm warnings addressed to the different belligerents in the Sudan conflict and the closure of the border. It occurred as mourners gathered at a house on Wednesday for a funeral, according to a local resident who reported there were 2 explosions and casualties, including mourners